The voodoo can protect Foolio from a bullet, but can it protect him from a diamond? My name is Bobby Smokes, and the following stories are available at News4Jax about the murder of Ksoo's cousin, Tillie. Two people were arrested in connection to a double homicide in early October that police said is related to an ongoing gang beef on Jacksonville's north side. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office said two men were shot and killed near a car on Kylan off Moncrief Road on October 6, just before midnight. One of the men who was found shot in the back seat of a Mini Cooper was identified as Anthony Tillie Jr., 19. The rideshare driver found shot to death in the front seat. His name was redacted in the arrest report. JakeJhit, 22, is facing 2 counts of murder, while the 23-year-old Diamond Harris is facing 1 count of accessory after the fact. According to an arrest report, investigators believe Tillie thought he was going to Kylan Drive for a date when he was actually being lured to the location by Harris so he could be killed by Mills. Investigators said Tillie and Harris were messaging on Instagram and through several text messages and phone calls. Police said she denied providing Tillie with the incident location and said she did not speak with him around the time of the murder. However, investigators said her phone call information contradicted her claims and showed they were in contact up until he was shot. Records also show that Harris would call her boyfriend Mills after she hung up with talking with Tillie. The report said text messages between Harris and Mills revealed that Mills would tell Harris what to say to Tillie to keep him interested, and also showed them discussing something that was police redacted from the report. Harris denied any involvement in Tillie's death, according to investigators. When investigators spoke to Mills, he told the investigators that he was at a 24-hour laundromat on Sotel Drive at the time of the shooting. Police requested to see his phone, and Mills provided them consent. Mills showed the detective his recently deleted conversation and said that Tillie had $20,000 on his head and that he was paid $10,000 for the murder because he split it with another shooter. Mills also admitted to using Harris's Instagram to lure Tillie and shooting the 2 men. Police said the second shooter is known to law enforcement but would not release their name. Tillie's grandmother, Ida West, said she couldn't believe her grandson was gone. "That's my baby. He's still my baby. He didn't deserve that," she said. She also said what happened to the Riverside driver was unfortunate as well. "My condolences to the family. I am so sorry to the family. He was out trying to make an honest living. He just got caught up, you know. It's just sad," West said. $20K gang bounty behind Jacksonville double murder. Arrest warrants. Teen Uber driver killed in contract killing, Jacksonville police believe. The Jacksonville double murder earlier this month was part of a $20,000 gang hit, according to an arrest warrant. The warrant provides details behind last week's arrest of JakeJhit, 22, and Diamond Harris, 23. The October 6 double murder on Kylan Drive and Moncrief Road was a high-dollar contract killing, detectives wrote in their reports. Detectives believe Harris lured one of the victims, 19-year-old Antonio Tillie Jr., who thought he was meeting her for a date. Investigators accused Mills of killing Tillie instead, collecting half of the bounty, $10,000. Police wrote they've identified another suspect involved in the murder, but they're still trying to track them down. Tillie's Uber driver was caught up in the violence and was also shot and killed in the car he was driving to make a living. He's caught literally in the middle of this $20,000 hit, unbeknownst to him, said former JSO director, a longtime homicide detective. He said it shows the senselessness of gang violence. In order to successfully prosecute a case like this, you want to be able to answer as many questions as you possibly can. And that does get spider webs out there. Not only who completed the hit, but who set the hit. Maybe it's time to chop the head off a goose.